and I believe we will have an interview, but not with Ace. We will have it with Quinn, actually. Quinn, welcome. You'll have to forgive me. I didn't watch too much of Bet Boom Dacha, so if I ask you some of the questions that you've already been fielding for the past week, apologize. But the first one that's most urgent. You cut your hair. What's going on? I thought the shoulder length thing was going to be, your signature.
Yeah, I don't know. Showers that just take like 5 minutes, like just trying to it's just so, I couldn't take it anymore. Showering takes forever, man. Like, holy crap. I actually could feel my life slipping away every time I can turn on the faucet. I just know 20 minutes are down the drain, so I figured I'd save some of my life and just lop it off. Go
through like half a container of conditioner every single time you take a shower also. Just, you're a Dota player. You want efficiency. This is an efficient haircut.
Yeah, it was a waking nightmare. Anytime there's like a slight gust of wind, someone like breathes a little too hard. Like it's all in your face. You can't see anything. I don't know. Just impractical. Too impractical for me.
Well, other than that, how was your Bet Boom Dacha experience, and how was going back to Dota after nearly a month off after Riyadh?
It was nice. It's always fun to play LANs, play tournaments. It's good practice. Maybe a little too close to Dream League, as I think we're feeling today. A little lethargy that probably shouldn't be there due to, factors probably related to that. So maybe in the long run, not the best decision. But while there, it was a pretty fun event.
And how about during the month off? What did you do to relax and keep your mind off Dota? If it even was keeping your mind off Dota, because I definitely saw you commenting a lot about the behavior update and things like that. So were you actually not playing Dota? What was your deal?
Yeah, I didn't play Dota for a solid 3 weeks or so. I took a vacation and then I went and saw family and played a very scant amount of games during that period. The break is great. I'm hopeful with no DPC next year there will be more breaks. So yeah, that was it was nice. I needed it.
Yeah, welcome change of pace for you. Kazu, do you have any questions for Quinn?
I do. What up, Quinn now?
Hello.
So I think the general consensus right now is that first pick is better. Is that correct?
I'd say yesterday that was the case. I'd say today that is being challenged. Right now, I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. So there was did you guys choose second pick in the last game, or did OG take first pick?
Both teams chose first pick. We chose first pick game 1, lost. They chose first pick game 2 and lost.
Would you have chosen second pick in game 2 if you had choice?
We chose Radiant. We had choice.
Okay. And then secondly, when you guys lose games, which it happens sometimes, surprisingly enough, or when you guys get challenged, who do you think steps up the most to talk about what needs to be changed or what can be better?
I think that varies based on who was screwed over the hardest.
Okay.
The people who are having the worst games are typically the people who are the most annoyed and then have the most to say because they're the one whose game is getting ruined. I think overall we all sort of chip in. I think today I did a decent amount of talking and, I had to go do this interview pretty quick, but we'll go back and talk about our games after this interview and figure out what we did wrong. But yeah, I don't think it sort of ebbs and flows depending on who is the most mad or annoyed at how grief their games are getting.
So it's emotional based. Whoever will help the most.
The short term, yeah, it's probably slightly emotional based. You're more inclined to speak your mind whenever your mind is on fire.
Yeah, been there, done that. All right, that's all from me.
All right, kind of on that note of post game talks, your coach CY, what is his? What does he do the most for the team? Is it more analytical work, or does he help put fires out when there's thing?
Can you re-ask that? I had laggy bears.
Oh, sure, no problem. Talking about post game and stuff, your coach CY. What does he do the most for a team? Is it more analytical work, or does he help put fires out when there's conflict between players? What is his specialty for the team?
I think a lot of what CY does is being a facilitator. I think he mixes or that helps people air their opinions. He's someone for people to talk to, an outside party. He tries to keep things clear whenever people get emotional. I think generally he's a mediator, facilitator type, because we have plenty of people who are opinionated and are down to talk about Dota all day. And I think CY is really good at being a voice for people to talk to and someone who will try to keep things on track if people are going in circles as discussions inevitably do, or some such.
All right, next questions would be TI is coming up. People are going to come to you with the poster with the 120 whatever heroes on it. Which hero do you choose to sign?
Oh.
Lesh, I think. That was different at different times, but right now I think it's Lesh.
What did it used to be?
Probably Templar and maybe Ember at some point.
Okay.
I just like the pony, man. You just run at people and they die.
All right, so in that last game, we saw you guys' camera shots when when the picks came in, especially when the Brood last pick came in, you guys were all smiles. Was it just like how we got them, or was it like confidence? Because you guys had obviously had a rough day, right? 3 losses in a row, and then all the camera shots were just laughing and smiling when you got the Brood. Was that just the hero of that game?
I think someone made a "these nuts" joke, and that's what we were laughing about.
Classic.
All right.
I don't actually think it had to do with the hero whatsoever. Somebody said "these wars" or something, and then that it spiraled. Yeah, I mean the Brood pick is good. I think this draft is pretty rough for them. Yeah, no, we were not laughing at the heroes.
All right, so I guess a follow-up question to that then about the mood of the team or whatever. In a rough day, obviously, the 3 losses back-to-back, somebody cracks a joke, you guys are all laughs. Is there, like, a specific player in the team that's more of a stress reliever in that regard, that cracks the joke and get everybody back in a good mood when times are tough? Or is that also just a bit random, who's most emotional?
The emotional thing is definitely true. I think Tofu... I think Celery is the best at that. I think he's able to emotionally reset pretty well. Like, he'll just go, like, if he doesn't feel able to talk, he'll, like, step out for 10 minutes and come back. And I think whenever people are the most upset or most upset, like, as a group, I think he tends to be the one able to, like, reset his emotions the quickest or to counterbalance our, like, offset emotions.
All right, thank you.
As an enthusiast of Pango and Ember, Quinn, I'm wondering how many more nerfs will it take before people stop picking these heroes?
I mean, people stop picking Ember. This hero is garbage.
Finally, we hit it. This is the point that Ember is no longer pickable?
I mean, he's like maybe pickable, but like real late. He sucks. Pango, I don't know. They just won't nerf him in the ways that matter. They just like keep doing these, like throwing these like 0.01% like win rate nerfs at him. Like it's gonna do anything. Like they're trying to like, I don't know. They're trying to like bury this dude with like a toothpick. Like just scraping one piece of dirt in a time into this grave. Like it'll cover him eventually, guys. And by the time we're all like dead and the sun explodes, maybe Pango will be unpickable. But until they do a real nerf, this hero is going to continue to be first pick. So Valve, please nerf this hero, please.
Oh, you want him nerfed also?
Yeah, it's being. I mean, I don't know. I like Pango and all, but like it's just being stupid, man. Like Swashbuckle Diffusal. Wow, my spells cost 3 mana. It's awesome. Let's make the talent at 10 give 5 less range. That'll do something, right, guys?
Duly noted. I hope we're on that path also, because truth be told, I'm quite sick of the hero, but we'll see what happens. I would imagine that at TI we're going to see a lot of people picking it, though. But Quinn, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Have
Love
a good
you.
one.
Catch you later.
Love you too.
Okay, good. He reciprocated.
He did. I knew he would.
Of course he would. He's a sweet boy.
He is. He gives some of the best interviews, that's for sure.
True.
He's just real.
He keeps it real.